It's day 72 of my backpacking adventure, getting back to England without any flights. And I'm now in the city of Malang. This is a city in the highlands of Java, Indonesia, and this is what it looks like. And I got here yesterday afternoon, whereas not long after I unpacked my bags, where it started raining, and I mean it started raining heavily. So this is now afternoon and I'm getting out and about to see the sights. And although there's so much information online, I'm going down to the tourist office. I'm going to get them to get me a map, draw out where I can go. And then see as much of the sites as I can, because I am planning on moving on tomorrow. Now, if you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Stu, and oh wow, sorry, I do get distracted very easily, and on this roundabout there is an aquarium. I need to go and see this. Don't get knocked over. There's an aquarium in the middle of a roundabout. How cool is that? As I said before, I was rudely interrupted by them fish. I'm Stu, I've been backpacking off and on for the last 10 years, and this is the big ultimate adventure, going back to UK without flying. Now I go from city to city, to town, to mountains, to beaches, and I'll stay somewhere for about 2 to 3 days maximum, depending on how good a city town is. There have been places I've stayed a little bit longer because I've gone, wow. So Malang is one of them places where backpackers, tourists come to climb the Bromo mountain. And it is a popular thing to do around here, that was even advertised in a city that was about an hour and a half's drive away. I have looked at the prices for doing the tours, because it's something I was quite interested in. But unfortunately, the cheapest tour that I could find was £35. My budget for travelling per day is £25. So I got distracted there by a little bird. Oh. You okay? Oh, bless it. Oh, it's from the tree. Oh, bless it. Told you, distraction. The biggest price for the climb to the mountain was about £2,000. So with my budget of £25, I can only do cheap and free things. Now this is where it gets difficult, because I've got to cross this road and I don't think there's any traffic lights anywhere. I have found that when you do want to cross the road, you've just got to grit your teeth and just go for it, and hopefully you don't get hit, which I just did there. So Malang is famous for not just the Bromo mountain, but it's got such a lot of Dutch architecture. When this was the Dutch East Indies, the Dutch made this a place for their troops to come and relax, chill, because it was cooler. So everywhere I've been around the city, and I did come out this morning to look for some breakfast, and there is such a lot of Dutch colonial architecture. Obviously not around here, Right, I'm nearly at the tourist office. See you there. And I'm here outside the tourist information office. Now, most cities, towns that take tourism seriously will have a flash, all singing, all dancing tourist information centre. But some cities that don't take their tourism seriously will have a hut in the middle of nowhere where there's no one in. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh, there's me in this reflection. So in there's a desk, a map and a few leaflets, and that's it. So I'm going to have to rely on my usual. There's a goose in the back of that. Wow, a lot of birds. So I'm going to take a guess and just have a walk around while grit my teeth crossing this roads. And I do believe there is somewhere, looking on the map, somewhere down here. But you've got here a cathedral. Wow. Oh, there's a little sign, and obviously McDonald's next door to it. Unfortunately, the sign is in Indonesian. There's no English, but this is the Sacred Heart of Jesus Catholic Church. And that's all I know. Yeah, it's all in Indonesian. It's nice pictures of days gone by. Oh God, there's another church over there. So that is the second church. I'm not too sure what it's called. And then just next door is a mosque. And when you do look at the map of this city, there is such a lot of open green spaces. And this is one of them. So I have found out through my travels in Indonesia that if you ever seen the sign Alun Alun, and this is one of my subscribers who told me this, it's a green open space, usually a town square. Now this place has got two Alun Aluns, little pussycats. And it's just somewhere nice for people to come around, chill, relax. And even more importantly, there's lots of shade. Now that looks like a fountain in the centre. Oh wow, there's lots of pigeon homes. So the part itself is called Alun Alun Malang. As I said, there's two of them in this city, and we will be going to the next one soon. But first, there is somewhere that I'm very looking forward to seeing, and it's just up here. I've just looked at the map, and instead of giving me the short way, which is that way, to get to where I want to go next, it's actually giving me the longer version, which is taking me all the way around, but it looks more scenic, things to see. So let's go the scenic way. Now you know this place, Malang, is big for backpackers because the amount of hostels there are. And the average price is roughly around the £4 to £5 a night to stay, and usually I would stay. But I found a cheap hotel for £8 a night, and the only reason I'm staying is because of Wi-Fi. I have found that most places in Indonesia so far, for hostels, the Wi-Fi is really bad. And when I'm doing YouTube and uploading stuff, been a few problems with this. So I just thought I'd stay in a hotel, which is quite lively. It's got a few people staying. So yeah, so hostels are where I would prefer to stay, mainly because traveling for so long, you need to speak to people, to have conversations and become human again. Oh, I know where I am. There's a tourist information centre just there. Basically, I've just walked around in a block. So I've just stopped for a quick coffee, place behind me, and the guy was just explaining to me that come down here and there is a bird market. He says it should be interesting. Now he's just been telling me because I find the international language is always football. Hello. Oh. So he was telling me about his local team in Malang, and then 2 years ago in the stadium there was a big disaster where the team lost against one of their rivals and people went onto the pitch, the supporters, and 150 people died because the police got involved with, look at that. Oh my God. It's beautiful. So yeah, 150 people died through tear gas and those cats. Hello. Oh. So it's an animal market. Hello. I think this is for locals, not for tourists, but there is a lot of animals. There's little fluffy things there. Oh, there's an owl. Oh God, there's loads of them. He's got a hen on his shoulder. There's a lot of cats. Oh, cute. Oh my God. There are so many different types of birds. There's budgies in there. Not a clue what they are. Ducks. Hello. Oh wow, it goes on and on. Little baby rabbits. How cute are you? And obviously trying to get through people, traffic. It's like the biggest pet shop I've ever seen. Hello. And when I say there's so many different types of birds, there's a lot. Look at yous. Oh my God. This is crazy. I'm actually quite glad I stopped for a coffee. I mean, I've come to the end, so I'm walking around back to the start again while I don't get knocked over by motorbikes. But there are just people buying birds, rabbits, cats. I've not seen any dogs. Just crazy. So I'm just passing these again. That's a bit cruel. Look at all these for the owls. Look at them. Hello. And that was interesting. Really, really interesting. Love my animals. But is that cruel? It's Indonesia, I'm not too sure. Right, we're in the next spot. This is the city park. There's the entrance to it. I've just seen it on the map. Little lion there, guarding the way. Now where my hotel is, it's not too far away from the stadium. So that is where I'll probably end up at the end. Just try to find a bit more about this football disaster they had 2 years ago. But if this is a city park, it's very quiet. And it's not much of a park at all. There's a little play park there with some animals. Some statues that have seen better days. He looks scary. And then you can go down to this area here where you can get a good view of the river. The path there looks really well worn. And there's, I wouldn't say the slums, but the poor area of the city. Yeah, on the map it's got a big green area with I think it's in City Park. If you do watch a lot of my videos, you'll know that in every single one I do trip up. That was another one. And this just looks like a garden centre, lots of plants. Right, I'm going to go back to the main road. So I'm next to a roundabout, which is a park at the same time. And I have a one to cross over there in a minute. But in front of me is the City Hall. And this is Dutch architectural from the colonial times. And the only thing I know about this thing is it's totally symmetrical because of the Dutch obsession at the time with symmetry. So, ooh, well, there's no cars around. Go across. Whoa, that was a bit close. So this is Alun Alun Malang. As I said earlier, Alun Alun is Indonesian for open space. It is a roundabout. I'm going to try and get across. They're dismantling something. So in the centre of this is a monument surrounded by a lily pond, and all the way around these gardens are really looked after. Now I've been trying to find out what this monument is for. I can't see anything online. I'm going to have a sit down and have a look again. I've had another look and all I can find is reviews for this place saying, oh my god, it's beautiful, and that is it. So you've got the City Hall over there, and you've got another governmental building just there, and then I'm going to head down that way. And I think the reason there's not much stuff online about Malang is because there's not many Western tourism that comes here. It's mainly Indonesian, Malaysian, Japanese. A little bit further on is this mighty monument. This is really, oh, tripping again. So this was built in May 20, 1975. It's made to recall the history of the struggle of the Indonesian people. So I'm guessing the guy with the horns in the centre is the Dutch or the Allies. So it's to generate to the spirit of patriotism of young people in Malang City when fighting to defend the independence of the Republic of Indonesia from 1945. These toe clippings, wow. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh wow. That is impressive. Oh, there's a tank over there. And it is a tank. It's got nothing on it to say. Oh, there's a sign there in Indonesian. You can read that. So I'm guessing this is from the Battle of Independence, 1945. There's no gate for me to go through and climb on top. Oh, there's a rat. And this is where I wanted to come to. This is Rainbow Village. Now, this used to be slums until a few years ago. Some university students came along and decided to paint all the houses a different colour, transforming the place into what it is today. And all around is just colour. Wow. Look at that. There's just different colours everywhere. So I'm going to have a walk through the village itself, but I think you've got to pay.
Hello.
How much?
Sorry, 5,000.
5,000, okay. Because of this university project of turning it into the most colourful place in the city, it is a tourist Instagram place you need to come to. So to get in is 5,000, which is not that much. But I'm guessing the money goes towards the community here. So when you imagine this used to be slum area. Hello. It's just so colourful. And there's just paintings everywhere. Hi. everywhere you look, it's just colour, pictures. Amazing. So the name of the village is Jodipan. Oh, I mean, even the steps have been painted. There is no signs to see where you go. And I'm just following the path. So I've come out and I'm by the river, and even the railway bridge is painted colourful colours. And then on the other side is just flags, colour. So here's the river. And they seem to be doing some sort of work down there. But look at that. Somewhere around here is a viewpoint where you can see the whole village. So I'm going to try and find that going through the maze. Do I say hello? Two kids have followed me and say hello.
Yes.
What's your names?
Adele.
Adele.
Everyone.
There you go. They keep trying to do cat impressions for some reason. Right, back into the village and find the viewpoint. So I've just found a higher spot where I can get a better view. I mean, even the mosque, the church down there, has been changed. And all it's taken is a bit of paint and it's transformed the place from slums to somewhere where tourists want to come to. These people that live here have made money out of it. It's improving their lives, and that's just paint. Crazy. Everywhere you look, full of heart. It is just a really nice, colourful area. And then you've got that guy there. I would really love to see photographs of what this place looked like beforehand. But I'm going to go to the bridge now and have a look down from there. So from the bridge, and a bit of history about this place is, it was 2016 when the university students decided that they were going to paint this place, each building a different colour. So they enlisted the Air Force to come along and help them paint it. And it was a year later when people were coming over this bridge, tourists going to the Bromo Mountains, that they saw this place and stopped. And that's when it started becoming more touristy. Now across the road, you can see through the traffic, there is another village painted, but every single building is painted blue. Yeah, you can't see, you can just see it. Maybe they ran out of paint for that side and only had blue left. Not as colourful as that side. Right, the clouds are starting to get darker. I felt a few drops of rain coming down. So I am going to head off back to the hotel just in case. And when it stops raining, then I'm going to head over to the stadium. So I'm outside the football stadium. The clouds are getting darker. It's going to pour down in a minute. So I'm going to do this really quickly as the hotel is just down that away. But this stadium, I have been reading up on it in the last sort of 10 minutes, and oh my God. So the local football team that play here is one of the biggest ones in Indonesia. It's the Arema Football Club. And 2 years ago, there was a disaster, and it's the second biggest footballing disaster in the history of football. Basically, Arema was having a football match, a league match against Surabaya, their rivals. They lost. People got into the pitch and the police got involved. Tear gas was used, and because of the amount of people that were involved in the stadium, 135 people lost their lives, 583 were injured. Disaster. The FIFA president got in touch with the head of the football of Indonesia, demanded that the stadium get closed down. It's been closed down for 2 years now, and it's going to get demolished soon, and a new stadium will be built. At the moment, Arema, the football club, is playing their matches 60 miles away, and I didn't know about this. The second biggest in football history disaster. Right here. Who knew? And even when you Google Malang football, it automatically comes up disaster straight away. So yeah, big thing. That was only 2 years ago. But I can feel a few more drops coming down. It's gonna start getting heavy. I'm just wondering if I can get up there or not. Right, let's have a look. Right, the gates are locked, I think. I mean, there's people through there. Can you push it? It's welded shut. But even if you try to get in, on the gates themselves, it's all chained up. You can just see inside the stadium. Oh well. Should I climb over? I do feel a little bit disrespectful coming in. They said all the gates are shut. I can hear voices in there. I've just had a look through the little gap through there. There's about 10 kids all hanging out inside the stadium. How did they get in? Why do I keep tripping? Yeah, you can't see a lot. So I've just walked all the way around the big stadium, because through the gap I could see people inside running. So there must be a way in, which is why I walked around here. And here is the main entrance, Stadium Guyana. So there is a running track that goes round, and through a small gap I saw about 4 or 5 people running. I have tried to get in. I'm on the top layer. I've asked a few people how to get in, because there is a lot of people inside, either playing football or they're just running around the track. Nobody speaks English, so I can't get in. But this is the view from up here. And the dark clouds are starting to go, but it's becoming night time. I mean, there is. Didn't even get my camera through that. If I was slim enough to get through. Oh. Yeah, not a lot to see. But all around the stadium you can see the legacy of sport around here. You've got tennis courts over there, you've got football court over there, and then just further on you've got a basketball court. And then a big massive super small. And that's me back at the hotel. It's been a fun day. I've learned a lot about the city of Malang. And I'm just wondering whether to stay for another night and then go out again tomorrow to see what else there is to see around here, or do I go onwards to somewhere else? Tonight is going to be alcohol night for the first time in 2.5 weeks, and I deserve it because I need a night off to chill, to relax, and this hotel is probably the best place to do it. So it means I could have a lie-in tomorrow morning with a hangover and not worry about the thing, but who knows. But if you enjoyed this video, and I've enjoyed it, you got to press that like button. If you want to see what I'm up to tomorrow, who knows what's going to happen, then press that subscribe button, press that bell in the corner. But until the next time, bye bye for now.